Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Rabbi zidni ilma. Quote of the day. All we have is now. Assalamu alaikum everyone. My name is Dr. Sadia Rafi and under the supervision of Professor Dr. Saira Afzal, today my topic of discussion is balanced diet. Learning outlines include introduction, healthy diet by WHO, balanced diet, my plate concept, food pyramid nutrition programs in Pakistan, recent updates and multiple choice question at the end. Learning outcome. At the end of this presentation, participants will be able to describe about balanced diet, my plate concept, and food pyramid and their importance. Starting with the healthy diet by WHO, key facts are a healthy diet helps to protect against malnutrition in all its forms, as well as non-communicable diseases including such as diabetes, heart diseases, stroke, and cancer. Unhealthy diet and lack of physical activities are leading global risk to health. Healthy dietary practices starts early in the life. Breastfeeding fosters healthy growth and improves cognitive development and may have longer-term health benefits such as reducing the risk of becoming overweight or obese and developing non-communicable diseases later in life. Energy intake calories should be in balance with energy expenditure. So, a healthy diet is essential for good health and nutrition. It protects against non-communicable diseases. Eating a variety of food and consuming less salt, sugars, and saturated and industrially produced trans fats are essential for a healthy diet. A healthy diet comprises of a combination of different foods. These include staples like cereals, which include wheat, barley, rye, maize, or rice, or starchy tubers or roots, potato, yam, taro, and cassava. Legumes, lentil and beans, fruits and vegetables, foods from animal source, for example, meat, fish, eggs, and milk. Introduction. Balanced diet is defined as diet which contains a variety of foods in such quantities and proportions that the need for energy, amino acids, vitamins, minerals, fats, carbohydrates, and other nutrients is adequately met for maintaining health, vitality, and general well-being, and also makes a small provision for extra nutrients to withstand short duration of leanness. This is balanced diet, and you can see there should be 40% of fruit and vegetables, 25% cellulose, 25% proteins, and 10% fats. The fruit and vegetables are basically the sources of vitamins and minerals. The more vegetables and fruits, the better. Proteins: eat animal-based food such as fish, eggs, poultry, and meat. Fiber-rich carbohydrates regulates your body sugar levels by consuming the whole of the products, brown rice like quinoa and leafy greens. Fats. A small amount of fats is helpful in the absorption of vitamins like A, D, and E. So balanced diet is that which contains carbohydrates 60 to 65%, fats 20 to 35%, proteins 10 to 20%. So one should avoid dehydration, consume low-fat sources of proteins, and use low-fat cooking methods like grilling, baking, and poaching. Principles in constructing balanced diet. Daily requirements of protein should be met 10 to 15% of daily energy intake. Fat requirements should be limited to 15 to 30% of the daily energy intake. Carbohydrates rich in natural fiber should constitute the remaining food energy. The requirements of micronutrients should be met. A balanced diet contains carbohydrates, proteins, fats, vitamins, minerals, salts, and fiber in a correct portion. Carbohydrates give you the energy you need to move and grow. Too much leads to gaining weight, and too little causes tiredness or fatigue. Proteins are essential for growth and repair. Too much leads to gain weight and make a lot of urine, and too little will not grow properly and wounds will not heal. Talking about fats. Contain fat-soluble vitamins are ADEK. Too little will not get all the vitamins you need, may not have enough insulation. So too much leads to weight gain. Vitamins keep you healthy like A, B, complex, C, D, and E. Minerals. Calcium is good for your teeth, bone, muscles, and nerves. Iron to make the hemoglobin in your blood. Iodine to control how fast your body works. And sodium, potassium, and chlorine needed by muscle and nerves. Fiber is not digested. If you do not eat fiber, your bowel will not work properly. So these are the top 10 fruit fibers, which includes avocado, durian, guava, kiwi, oranges, pear, grapes, banana, mango, and papaya. Papaya, basically. Malnutrition occurs when a diet provides nutrients in suboptimal amount. Causes leads to unbalanced diet. Even the lack of one vitamin can lead to malnutrition. Effects of malnutrition are fatigue, dizziness, weight loss. You may have no symptom. Malnutrition can be so severe that the damage done to the body is permanent, even though you survive. Starvation. It is a form of malnutrition, occurs when a person fails to consume or absorb an adequate amount of nutrients and calories. Its effects are impaired brain function, brittle nails, splitting or breaking hair, and dry skin, low blood pressure or abnormal heart rhythms, fatigue and weakness, weakened immune system, and its prevention is done by balanced diet. Obesity. Being obese is not about what you weigh, it's about having too much fat in your body. One third of adults aged 20 and older are considered obese, which is defining as having a body mass index greater than 30. Causes of obesity. Imbalance of calories taken in versus calories burned through physical activities. Lifestyle habits, eating behavior, and stress. Too little sleep affects hormones and increase appetite. Its effects are increased risk of diabetes, heart disease, stroke, arthritis, and some cancer. Its prevention is by balanced diet and exercise. Heart diseases. Coronary heart is most common type of heart disease, leading cause of death in the United States for men and women. Arteries that supply blood to heart muscles become hardened and narrow due to buildup of cholesterol. Heart muscles cannot get the blood or oxygen it needs. This can lead to heart attack. Its prevention is by balanced diet, eating lots of fiber, and exercise. Constipation. 3 of your bowel movements per week is called constipation. Causes are poor diet, lack of fluids, little exercise, medication. Occasionally, long-term constipation develop into fecal impaction, which is a blocked colon. Causes pain and vomiting and may require emergency treatment or hospitalization. Fairly common complication of long-term constipation in the elderly and bedridden. Its prevention is by eating more fruits, vegetables, and grains, which will compensate your fiber content, then drinking plenty of water and other liquids and exercise. My Plate. My Plate is a nutritional food guide developed by the US Department of Agriculture to help Americans become more aware of what they eat and to assist them in making better food choices. As the My Plate icon shows, the 5 food groups are fruits, vegetables, grains, protein, fruit, and dairy. The Eat Well. It's how much you eat to help you get the balanced diet. It shows how much of what you eat should come from each group. So you can see carbs, milk, food, and drinks. You can see the Eat Well plate. It includes fruits and vegetables, bread, rice, potatoes, milk and dairy products, food and drinks, high in fat or in sugar, and meat, fish, egg, and beans. Healthy eating plate. Drink water, tea, or coffee with little or no sugar. Whole grains, eat variety of whole grains, the whole wheat bread, whole grain pasta, or brown rice. Limited refined grains like white bread or rice. Then healthy proteins, choose fish, poultry, beans, and nuts. Limit red meat and cheese, avoid bacons, cold cuts, and other processed meats. Then the fruits, eat plenty of fruits of all colors. The more vegetables and the greater the variety, the better. Potatoes and french fries don't count. And use healthy oils like olive and canola oil for cooking on salad and on the table. Limit butter. Avoid trans fats. My Food Guide Pyramid. A nutritional education guide emphasizes food from the 5 major food groups shown in the 3 lower sections of the pyramid. Each of the food groups provides some but not all of the nutrients required. Food in one group cannot replace those in another. So this is the food pyramid. You can see these are the grains, vegetables and fruits, fish, egg and meat, and the alternatives are milk. And at the top is a fat, oil, salt, and sugar. So if you see 30% should be from the cereal, 25% from the vegetables, 20% from the food, 15% from the fish, milk and eggs, and 10% from the fat, oil, sugar, and sweets. Again, a food pyramid you can see. This is the base. The maximum should be taken from this, which includes the bread, cereal, rice, and pasta group 6 to 11 serving. Then the fruit servings 2 to 4, vegetable serving 3 to 5, then the milk and yogurt 2 to 3 servings. This is the meat and poultry 2 to 3 servings. Top is the fat, oil, and sweet. These should be used sparingly. So it is the natural fats, yellow one, and white is the added sugar. These symbols show the added sugars in the food. You can see top, it's too much of fats and sugar, and as we come down, their amount decreases. Dietary goals or the prudent diet. Dietary fat should be limited to 15 to 30% of total daily intake. Sources rich in fat and alcohol should be restricted. Saturated food should contribute less than 10% of the total energy intake. Excessive consumption of refined carbohydrates should be avoided. Proteins should be approximately 10 to 15% of the daily intake. Salt intake reduced to less than 5 grams per day. Junk food such as colas, ketchups, and other foods that have empty calories should be reduced. Nutrition programs in Pakistan. Many nutrition programs have been initiated by government and non-government organizations described below. Number 1, school health programs. Number 2, micronutrient initiative, vitamin A and D in oil, wheat with iron, zinc, folic acid, and vitamin B12. National programs for family planning, primary healthcare, and Tawana Pakistan project. School health program is a unique health education program for children as it focuses on children while involving the parents and teachers in the behavior change process, efficacy in physical activity, dietary behaviors, and cardiometabolic parameters. Tawana Pakistan project. The goal of this project are to reduce gender and social inequalities, increase enrollment and retention, and reduce absenteeism of girls, improve the nutritional status of girls in primary school and community, provide access to safe water and sanitation facilities, organize communities into school nutrition committees comprising teachers, parents, and students. Moving towards the recent updates. Global Nutrition Cluster Strategy 2022-2025. Its vision is by the end of 2025, the nutritional status of the most vulnerable people in project is countries at risk of or with ongoing situation of fragility. The goal is by the end of 2025, 80 countries with ongoing or at risk of situations of fragility will benefit from regular support from GNC Collective to develop or strengthen national and subnational technical and coordination capacities for nutrition. And its mission is to exist that collectively strengthen the technical and coordination capacities for nutrition in countries based on the needs of affected population. This is to enable countries to forecast nutrition trends and prepare for respond to and recover from shocks to the nutrition situation, thereby contributing to global efforts to prevent and treat malnutrition in all its forms. Daily eat, according to WHO, fruits 400 grams, vegetable 400 grams, grains 180 grams, and meat and meat 160 grams. Your guide to healthy and balanced diet. One should have the serving, as already mentioned, according to all the 5 groups of the food. So, vegetables, one in a day, one should have 1 serve, which includes half cup of zucchini and cooked beans and everything. Then from cereal, 1 serve, meat, 1 serve, dairy, 1 serve, and fruit, 1 serve. One should have all these things daily or from one of the each groups. School feeding, WHO World United Food World Program. School feeding launch was State of School Feeding Worldwide 2020 report. In this, the school eating product lunch times, the school are supposed to give lunch, and it has drastically impacted the good health of the children. Pakistan dietary guidelines for better nutrition. under the guidance of Food and Agriculture Organization of United Nations. It is the first national dietary guide developed in 2005 by Ministry of Health, Government of Pakistan, to provide dietary recommendations for infant, children, and adults. A lack of dietary diversification, unsatisfactory maternal child care practices, industrialization, and changing lifestyle, in addition to natural catastrophes, have led to deteriorating nutrition situation in the country that made it essential to review the relationship between diet and disease in the local context and revisiting the existing base food dietary guidelines to mitigate the risk factors for under and overnutrition and chronic diseases. So, the Pakistan Dietary Guidelines for Better Nutrition are comprehensive country-specific guidelines for the general public to adopt healthy eating practices, prevent and reduce the risk of infections and chronic diseases. The guidelines are simple to adopt, provide age and gender appropriate and culturally acceptable options to choose nutritional foods. Living Healthy Living Guide 2022-23 by Howard T. Chung Hospital. It is to eat, spotlight on our food supply, then move and then sleep. Eat, move and sleep basically. Healthy, sustainable food system. You see, it revolves around public health and medicine, communities, workplace, individuals and families, agriculture industry, policy, global, federal, state and local, and food industry. The science advisory from the American Heart Association described both innovative approaches to developing a healthy and a sustainable food system and the current evidence base for the association between these approaches and positive changes in dietary behaviors, dietary intakes, and when available, health outcomes. Innovations can occur through policy, private sector, public health, medical, community, or individual level approaches and could ignite and further public-private partnerships. A key next step in creating a healthier and more sustainable food system is to build innovative system-level approaches that improve individual behavior, strengthen industry and community efforts, and align policies with evidence-based recommendations. To enable healthier food choices and favorable impact cardiovascular health, immediate action is needed to promote favorable innovation at all levels of food system. Strategic Framework 2022-31. The four battles and leaving no one behind. FAO, which is Food and Agriculture Organization of United Nations. Strategic Framework 2022-31 seeks to support the 2030 Agenda through the transformation to more efficient, inclusive, resilient, and sustainable agri-food system for better production, better nutrition, better environment, and a better life, leaving no one behind. So these are four battles and leaving no one behind. Nutrition and healthy diet. One of this is a DASH diet, healthy eating to lower your blood pressure. So, a DASH diet is a dietary approach to stop hypertension. Diet was designed specifically with heart health in mind. It takes a slow sodium approach to eating and studies show to DASH diet effectively lower blood pressure and bad LDL cholesterol. Pakistan Maternal Nutrition Strategy 2022-27. Maternal nutrition is a cornerstone of maternal child health and needs specific focus and attention to prevent stunting and wasting among children. This strategy was formulated with the goal to protect and promote diets, practices, and services that support the optimal nutrition, health, and well-being of all women in Pakistan. The following objectives of the maternal nutrition strategy will lead to this goal. Number one, to prevent undernutrition, anemia, micronutrient deficiency, and being overweight among women, focusing on pregnant and breastfeeding women and low birth weight in newborns. Two, to provide evidence-based and equity-based nutrition programs and services at scale to women with a focus on the preconception, pregnancy, and postpartum periods. It is the dietary guidelines by America 2020-25. The dietary guideline is designed for policymakers and nutrition and health professionals to help all individuals and their family consume a healthy and nutritional adequate diet. Nutrition Trend Report 2023 includes the 10 most important nutrition trends of 2023 are: number 1, climate-friendly and sustainable nutrition; 2, plant-based nutrition; 3, digital nutrition consultation; 4, convenience and healthy food to go; 5, personalized nutrition; 6, gut health, 7, awareness of healthy nutrition; 8, mindful nutrition; 9, vegan diet; and 10, sober drinking. Now it's time for multiple choice questions. Number 1, eating balanced diet means eating food from the 5 major groups. A community worker wants to educate the community regarding balanced diet. According to Food Guide Pyramid, fats, oil, and sweets should be used 2 to 3 servings frequently, sparingly 2 to 4 servings, or 1 to 2 servings. Correct option
E, 1 to 2 serving.
The correct option is sparingly. Question number 2. In nutrition, diet is a sum of food consumed by a person. A diet containing right amount of energy, carbohydrates, proteins, fats, fibers, vitamins, minerals, and water to fulfill requirement of the body is called nutrition, balanced diet, perfect diet, food pyramid, or dash diet.
B, balanced diet.
B.
Yes, correct option is balanced diet. A person XYZ, 30 years old, has a sedentary lifestyle and he is obese. He visited nutritionist for weight reduction and having right diet plan. After taking history, the nutritionist analyzed that the person is consuming large amount of saturated fats. A diet high in saturated fatty acid is linked to cardiovascular disease, anorexia, bulimia, renal failure, starvation.
A.
A, cardiovascular.
Yes, the correct option is A. Coronary heart disease is one of the leading causes of mortality throughout the world. To decrease the incidence of coronary heart disease, stroke, and other non-communicable diseases, WHO has developed prudent diet guidelines have been developed. Which of the following is not correct about prudent diet? Dietary fat should be limited to 15 to 30% of daily dietary intake. Saturated fat should contribute less than 10% of total energy intake. Excessive consumption of refined carbohydrates should be avoided. Protein should be approximated 10 to 2% of daily intake, and salt intake reduced to less than 8 grams per day.
B,
No, the correct option is E, which is not correct. The salt intake should be less than 5 grams. The US Department of Agriculture has created MyPlate concept, an easy to follow food guide to help parents to figure out how to feed kids nutrition and balanced meals. Which of the following good components give energy to our body? Proteins, vitamins, mineral, carbohydrates, water.
protein. A,
D, carbohydrates are the main source of energy. Question 6. Major nutrients in our food provide energy to our body. Different food components are given below. Which of the following food component is essential for life but does not provide any nutrients? Milk, water, fruit juice, vegetable soup, meat. The correct option is B, water. Nutritionists recommend people to take milk and other dairy products every day as a part of balanced diet. Milk is very nutritious dairy product. Which of the following statement is false about nutrients in milk? Milk is a good source of calcium. Milk is a good source of protein. Milk is a good source of vitamin C. Good source of vitamin D. And milk is a good source of minerals. Which statement is wrong? It's C. Milk is a good source of vitamin C. It's wrong. Food pyramid shows different food groups and how much of each we need to have healthy diet. Top of the food pyramid contains components which are rich in fats. Select for the given options. Rice and maize, milk, eggs and beans, butter and oil, lean meat or cereals. Correct option is C, butter and oil. A 3-year-old child was brought to pediatric OPD with complaint of excessive weight loss and ability to take proper food by the mother. When all the nutrition the body needs are not obtained in the proper proportion from the diet, it is called obesity, loss of appetite, malnutrition, starvation, or balanced diet.
Malnutrition.
Yes, the correct option is C, malnutrition. A balanced diet is a diet that contains different kinds of foods in certain quantities and proportion. Ali has a cup of rice, 2 chapatis, vegetable curry, and ghee in his plate of meals. Which is missing in his meal? Fat, protein, salt, water, carbohydrate.
A.
A. Protein.
A. Fats.
B, protein is missing.
Fats.
This is the key of my MCQs. This is YouTube link. And thank you so much.